Hello, I'm Joseph Dillard. The concept of target words is a powerful and simple tool to leverage yourself out of the drama triangle in your relationships and thinking. Cleaning up our language is a great way to clean up our thinking while eliminating one important way we inadvertently put ourselves in the drama triangle. Perhaps we can begin to see why learning to stay out of the drama triangle in our thoughts is so important. Integral deep listening provides ways to do exactly that. The less dysfunctional drama that you have in your life, the more likely you are to listen to your emerging potentials, put those recommendations that they make that make sense to you to work in your life. Access your life compass, and align your priorities with its priorities. The result is a life with much more peace of mind, balance, effectiveness, meaningful service to others, and personal satisfaction. Target words put you in the drama triangle in your thinking and emotions and signal to others that you are in one or another of the three roles: a victim, persecutor, or rescuer. They thereby encourage others to relate to you in terms of that role instead of with who you are and who you aspire to be. The result is that you are, out of your awareness, helping others to help you stay stuck in drama in the three realms, cut off from your life compass. The major target word that keeps you stuck in the role of victim in your mind and in your relationships is can't. It is you telling yourself and others, I am powerless. I am helpless. I am not responsible. I am blameless. I am a victim. Please don't persecute me. Please rescue me. What would you think about someone who walked around with a t-shirt with those words plastered on its front and back? Would it give you a warm and fuzzy feeling? Would it make you want to help them? What those words really communicate to others is, stay away. I am a project. If you try to help me, I will defeat your efforts to prove to you that my problems really are legitimate and that therefore I am justified continuing to play the role of victim. That puts you in something of a bind, doesn't it? No matter how much you love this other person and want to help them, if they are hell-bent on sabotaging your best efforts, isn't that nice to know before you jump in? If you observe the way can't is mostly used, it doesn't mean I'm powerless. It means I don't want to, or I have other priorities. For example, I can't go with you. Well, yes, you could if you rearranged your priorities. Does someone have you nailed to the floor? Or if someone says, I can't go to the bathroom. Really? Are you powerless or just not able to pure shit? The powerlessness of can't that throws us into the role of victim in the drama triangle is easily remedied by avoiding using it. Instead, substitute, I won't, or I don't want to, or I'm not able to. These are both more honest and accurate statements. We can also see that we favor using can't because it excuses us. We are not responsible. We are saying, in effect, I would go with you, but it is beyond my power to do so. What we really mean, if we were honest, is I have a conflict and other priorities, or something like that. While there are some legitimate uses of the word can't, even in those cases, there are better alternatives that don't communicate powerlessness. These include I won't, I don't want to, I'm not willing to, or I don't know how. I have another commitment, or I am not able to. All of these say, I have the power to do it, but I choose to do something else, or I lack that particular knowledge or capability. Once you are convinced that using can't is a toxic linguistic addiction you want to get rid of, ask friends and family to point out to you when you use it. Then work at saying the same sentences with one of the above alternative wordings. At first, this will feel awkward and perhaps not even honest. That's because emotionally, we often really do feel like victims, like we have been victimized, and we want to communicate to others that reality and ask them to either go easy on us or help us. But using can't will only attract game players in the drama triangle. Is that the help you want or need? Do you want your emotional reality that you feel victimized to define who you are? If you do, then you will remain subject to the changing weather of your emotions all your life. Is that what you want? If it is, I recommend staying in the drama triangle and using target words. If it's not, if you want to be a fully emotional person, yet not controlled by the roller coaster of your emotions, then it's time to get serious about swearing off can't. Also, the following target words and the drama triangle in general. What words will automatically throw you into the role of persecutor? These include never, always, should, ought, blame, fault. These words generate blame, guilt, self-criticism, and serve as a ploy to avoid your fears of your own inadequacy. They create a problem focus instead of a solution focus. If you want to continue to feel inadequate and blame yourself for your life mistakes and misfortunes, by all means, continue to use these words. If you enjoy being seen as a persecutor and resented or feared, keep using them. If you want to stay afraid that people will reject you if you're not right and come across as powerful, these words are keys to success that you will want to use and cherish. However, when and if you get sick of feeling stuck, inadequate, afraid of the opinions of others, and tired of superficial and phony relationships, then it's time to ask your friends and family to tell you if they hear you using any of the above words. That's because you don't even hear yourself saying them most of the time, and when you do, they are likely to feel right and justified. Again, there's some truth to that, because these words reflect your emotional reality. It really does feel like your partner is never doing their share, or is always late, or never has really loved you, or is always forgetful. The problem is that all your partner has to do is remember just one instance when they did their share, or on time, really loved you, or remembered, to invalidate your words and give them an excuse to not listen to you. Why? Because your emotional truth is an exaggeration. It doesn't correspond to real life. In reality, it is difficult to find never and always. To keep yourself out of this no-win cul-de-sac, all you have to do is substitute usually, or most of the time. You can even get away with saying, it feels like you never listened to me. You are owning but qualifying your emotional reality. Regarding should, ought, blame, and fault, these words communicate condemnation, non-acceptance, criticism, judgment, and self-righteousness. They are all about focusing on who caused this mess and irritation so I can beat them up and get them to fix it and never do it again. In addition to the fact that beating a donkey is unlikely to make it go faster and is more likely to eventually kill it, people and animals perform better with reward and sink into pathology under the steady diet of emotional and physical deprivation. The famous rat park experiments demonstrate this. When rats in a cage are deprived but can temporarily escape their misery by dosing themselves on drugs, they become addicts and start fighting and chewing on each other. When rats in a cage are given all the entertainment and contact they want, they don't get addicted. You can take a big step towards stopping telegraphing to others to see you as a persecutor by giving up never, always, should, ought, blame, and fault today. You can make a big step toward loving and respecting yourself today by recognizing these words are poison and swearing off of them. The things that we tell ourselves and others to keep us stuck in the role of rescuer are harder to boil down to one word. However, if there is one word, it is probably need. I need to help. I need to do my homework. I need to go to the doctor. I need to pay my bills. In all these cases, there is a mixture of truth and rescuer, either of self or others, or both. For example, it may well be true that you need to go to the doctor. It is also true that it can be a form of self-rescue within the drama triangle. However, it may not be. The problem is that the word need tends to communicate rescuing, and therefore it is better to find alternatives that don't. For example, why not just say, I want to go to the doctor. I want to help. I want to do my homework because I want to pass this course. I want to pay my bills because I want to have a place to live. Can you hear and feel the difference? Need is often dishonest because it ignores the underlying reality. We are doing what we do because we want to do it, and we are not doing most things because we want to do something else more. It's not complicated, but the language we use can make the life unnecessarily complicated by throwing us into the drama triangle. If you get these few and simple target words out of your language and thinking, I promise you that you will experience a transformation in your life. Things will get simpler. Your emotions will be richer and more honest. You will like yourself more. Others will find you more genuine. You will be clearer about who you are, what you want, and where you are going. There is also a section on target words in my book, Waking Up. Do you have questions or comments? Let us know how we can help by sharing your interests in the section below this video or at Friends of IDL on Facebook. Thanks for watching. See you next time.